Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mo, and in today's video I'm going to be attempting to read 150 pages a day for a week. This is not a super hectic week. I'm on PTO, so I'm not at work for 9 hours a day. I was originally going to do 200 pages, but I was like, pipe down. Yeah, a little bit too much dipping on the chip. So we're gonna do 150 and hopefully I can get through this. The first book that I want to read is the second book in the Witchling series. It's called The Golden Frog Games by Claribel a Ortega. I always feel like I have to say her name with an accent. I don't know, child. Yeah, if you remember, I read this, if you've been on the channel, I read this first book in October last year, 2023. And it's basically like this group of witches that are kind of like outcasts. They have to do this impossible task. There's a huge lesson about friendship and just differences. And I don't know, it was really good. I don't really remember how it ended, so I hope I can get back into this like easily without having to remember the other book. It was very interesting. I like this. Is middle grade. Yeah, this is from my library, and then also I have the audiobook, so I feel like I'm going to read a little bit physically, and then I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook in a little bit so I can diamond paint something. I do have some books that I really want to get into, but I don't know. And also some days if I can't get to 150, I'll try to like read more on a different day kind of thing. So like every day might not be right at 150. I don't know. I also want to read this. I've been trying to get to Chain Gang All Stars, but I don't know, like I'm intimidated by it real bad. Like I really want to read it. No, I really do. I really do. But I don't know, y'all. So I'm gonna read a little bit, get into this, and then once I get into the groove, I think I'm gonna listen to the audiobook, like I said. And I'll see y'all around. I'll catch you on the flip. Hey y'all, I just got to page 56, chapter 5, and that's like 15%. And I'm really enjoying it so much. We're in Seven's head again, like that's her point of view, but we're still following Valley and Thorn again, which are her other like witchling friends. We do get a good glimpse of what they're going through and how they are reacting to things. One of them is entering these like golden frog games, which is really important. Basically these frogs, they dance and they race each other to the finish line. It's really funny to me. I think it's silly. Yeah, I've been just chilling and I'm getting through this really fast. The book is like 370 pages, so I feel like I'm gonna probably do more than 150 pages today just because of the pacing of this. It's more like medium style. But yeah, Seven has a secret and she's not telling her best friend, she's not telling her parents, she's not telling like trusted adults in her life, and I just feel like it's gonna blow up in her face a little bit. She's depending on someone from the past, like way years earlier, like their diary entries, they went through the same thing as her, and like basically it didn't end up well for that person, so she's kind of like scared about what's gonna happen to her. I did give the first book 5 stars, so I do have high hopes for this one. I'm not gonna predict it right now, but I feel like I'm gonna at least give it 4 stars. Hey y'all, so I am on chapter 14, page 156, so I did pass my 150 pages for the day. Yeah, you can clap. No, you can clap. You can clap. I'm enjoying myself right now. That whole like frog game tournament thing that I was explaining, there was a hex put on someone in the games that turned them into stone. So like they're all trying to figure out what's going on, and it's like whoever's doing it is targeting multiple people. And then Seven, the secret that's happening, like her magic is different than like what it's supposed to be, and she's scared to tell people. That's becoming like more intense for her, and then she's like falling out with like one of her friends because her friend doesn't understand what's going on. It's hard to explain and try to be vague. This is the second book, and there's gonna be a third book I just found out. So cute. It comes out in October. But she feels like her friends don't really empathize with what she's gone through as a result of who Seven is close with, kind of. And it's just like all misunderstanding right now, but she doesn't have her friends really around, and she's going through so much, and they're all really going through their own things for real. She has like these, she can talk to animals, and she has like these raccoons that are cheering her on, and they're just so cute and precious. They kind of remind me of the aliens from Toy Story for some reason. That's how I'm picturing them. Like obviously they're raccoons, but like their voices and how they like act a little bit. Also, I love how queer this is. I don't know if I mentioned it when I first talked about the books, but there are several sapphic relationships, and there's plenty of like non-binary characters in here. It's really refreshing. I love that for the middle grade girlies. I am 42% into it. I think I'm gonna continue reading until like for like another 30 minutes or an hour. Probably could finish this today, but I kind of want to savor it a little bit, like at least finish it tomorrow. I'm loving this so much. I don't know, it's not giving 5 right now, but I am only like a little bit less than halfway, so we will see. It is starting to amp up, like the conflict is starting to reveal itself a little bit more. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Hey y'all, so I did actually, okay, I'm deciding that I'm just gonna make this 200 pages a day because I did way more than 150 and more than 200 today. So I finished Witchlings, the Golden Frog Games. This is the second book, and it left us on a cliffhanger. And I'm really excited for the next book. The third book is supposed to be published October 1st of 2024. So I only have to wait 5 more months if I can get my hands on it in October. We'll see. Let me talk a little bit about the book. I don't know why I get so surprised when middle grade gets dark. As a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender and also the Percy Jackson and the last, like the Olympian series, like I didn't finish it all. We'll get into that later whenever I eventually reread that series, which is gonna be a while. But like I literally love series where there's 12 to 14-year-olds that are put in danger, and they're really saving the world for real. Like they really about that. But this one was like, there was like child abuse, abandonment, a child died, like fire injury, dark magic, hexes. And I also forgot, because I haven't read this since October, the first book. I'm just gonna say claribel, since, okay, the accent, okay. Claribel is Dominican, so a lot of like the magic, like the spells are in Spanish, and I love that. As someone that loves Spanish, this, like, there were so many words that I was like, oh my god, I know that word, so that was nice. Yeah, let me give y'all my rating right quick. So characters I gave 8, atmosphere 7, writing style 9, plot 7, intrigue 8, logic 7, enjoyment 8. That came up to be 7.71, and then that equals to be 4.25 stars, which I'm not mad at. I knew it wasn't giving 4.755 the whole time, but it is really good, and I'm really happy with the progression of the series or whatever. We were left hanging. 2 things were not answered, and I don't know y'all. There was like slight romance, and it's getting more high stakes, more and more high stakes. Like, I don't know, this is so cute. It looks like it's gonna be something fluffy and like ain't talking about shit, but it gets real in the field. It gets real in the field. So if you're into middle grade and you want to, is this considered fantasy? This has to be fantasy. Middle grade fantasy, this might be up your alley. This is medium paced. This is literally 373 pages, but it didn't feel like it. I also was listening to the audiobook, but yeah, and then just another epic love poem. If I haven't told you about that already, this is following 2 main characters, Mitra and B, and they became friends in 8th grade, and they're both queer. They have this ongoing journal notebook thing where they put poems in them. It's like a never-ending poem. One of them, like the main character, we're only getting Mitra's point of view, which I just feel like it's kind of like, this is a poem book with both of them. I want B's perspective as well, so that's like taking it away from me a little bit, and it's a little slow right now. B is in love with Mitra. No, Mitra is in love with B, and she's trying not to show that, but like if you read the poems, it's so gay. Like, it's so gay in the best possible way. Like, that's not derogatory at all. It's like, girl, how do you not think that she don't know? But like, also, it's like one of those things where like the person is yearning for the friend, and the friend is like not a hoe, but like the friend is like really into dating a lot, so they're just like, I'm just in the back seat while I'm watching you date everybody type shit. That was interesting. I'm not gonna read any more of that today, maybe tomorrow. I've been recently overlapping books and doing 2 at a time. I used to be like, I can't read more than 1 book at a time, but mama's growing. Okay, mama's growing. That's really it. So I guess this is now turned into 200 pages a day, because honestly, I don't know why I didn't think I could do that, because I'm not going to work, and like a big part of my schedule is me going to work. Yeah, that's the first day down. And again, I don't know why I keep doing that so much. I'm so sorry if that bothers you. Off if it does. Ooh. Anyway, for the first day, I kind of showed out. I showed up, and I showed the fuck out. So that's what I do. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. Hey y'all, I have not read anything at all today. I went to Nicole's house and we filmed the beginning of a video that's gonna be out. I don't even know when that's gonna be out, okay? But it was fun. And then we hung out a little bit, and then I went to the library to return some books, and I was looking for other books to read, because I'm like, I don't really know what I'm in the mood for right now. There's just so many books that I feel like are gonna be good that I wanna read, but like just starting a book is just so much right now. And okay, I'm reading Just Another Epic Love Song, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to continue reading that or if I want to start with this one, because I've had this now in my possession for like 2 weeks. I've renewed it. It's got 11 more days on it. If I did not get to this, I don't know when I'll ever get to it. But like, this is less than 200 pages, so I'm like, and also need to edit a video. So I feel like I need to alternate between doing both. Like maybe read like 100 pages and then edit or something like that, or like 50, edit 50, you know? I just got back home, so I'm about to get comfy and read in the bed like I do. Okay, I just read 50 pages of an epic, Just Another Epic love poem. That's all I read today, 50 pages so far. It's 6 o'clock or something like that, so I don't know. I've been editing and then reading and editing and reading, so we'll see. But this has been so gay and so sweet, and I'm not really someone that cares about poetry. Things that challenge my brain, I try to avoid. Like, I like to think, not like, let's not get it twisted. Like, I don't like things to be like over my head so far, like I just don't get it. So poetry, usually I'm just intimidated. The main character that we're reading from is Mitra, and she doesn't know how B feels. And it's like hearing the little bitty things, and like the way they say, let me read some things I've highlighted. Also, Kindle Naked. I got my case over here. I need to clean it. I haven't cleaned it in a long while. Loving B isn't a choice. Love is the reflex to B existing at all. Gay. Love it. My body just knows how to do it. Let's see. If something can be lost, I'd rather never hold it in the first place. I've lost enough already to know that counting on anything isn't worth the pain. That wasn't really romantic, but I felt. I love this. Like, and these are high school kids. They're in their senior year. Something is happening. You know, I don't know how to explain that, but like, it's happening. Things is happening. And I'm only 20% in, so I'm like, what the f could happen more? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I got to 40% of Just Another Epic Love Poem, and I don't really feel like reading it right now. Like, I want something else. I started on page 27 today, and I got to 141, so it's 114 pages, and it's about to be 10 o'clock at night. So I think if I find a book that's, like, interesting, I can get the rest of the 86 pages, because I want it to be like I have a buffer day, because I didn't realize that tomorrow I have a graduation to go to and a graduation party. I thought the graduation party was on the next day, and then I'm probably gonna spend the night over my cousin's house because it's her graduation party, and then I have a day in between, and then I'm gonna be going out of town. So I have a lot of stuff I need to do. I need to get my feet done, probably. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna pay my own nails. I probably should just pay my own nails to save some money. But I like when people do my feet. Like, I don't do it all the time. I usually do it for vacations, and I just love being pampered. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. If y'all haven't followed me, I read Luca back in November by Huffington, and I really liked it. Some people didn't, and it's just all about your taste, for real. Like, you just have to, you're into it or you're not. If you know, you know. I've been debating on if I want to read lyrics, because I haven't heard like really raving reviews about lyrics, and everyone's like, ooh, their sex is kind of crazy. Like, Brandy warned me a long time ago. Brandy, you know who you are, girl. She was like, yeah, I liked it, but like some of the sex scenes were like, ooh. And I know there's probably gonna be like a cream pie thing. Like, I feel like that has to be one of the things, like, it has to be. So I think he's into breeding type shit, which I've read before in like paranormal things, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna read that. Like, I thought about skipping over it and just going straight to Lake's book, but I feel like I need to know lyrics. But 500 pages? No matter how hard I try, I cannot stay away from a big ass book. So I think I'm gonna start that. Hey, I'm keeping y'all down here so y'all don't see somebody's neighborhood. But I just came from a graduation. I started reading Lyric yesterday by Huffington. I got to 129 pages. So I did exceed my 200 page thing for the day. After midnight, I read like a little bit more, like 10 more pages. So I'm counting it towards day 3. And then now I'm reading right now. And honestly, the prologue was 50 pages. And then it got into sex like the 3rd or 4th chapter. And it was nasty. Like, everyone says, like literally everyone says, you know, I like the book, Lyric was annoying, but like the sex, like that's like the common consensus. And I was like, can't be that bad. I've read some pretty nasty stuff. They're nasty. If you ever see the onomatopoeia, I don't play like that. I don't like that. I don't know if I'll ever be that nasty. Like, I had to be like so in love for me to allow. And then he put her face in something else. And I was like, okay. So I think he might be into more rougher sex. I don't know if it's considered BDSM. I don't know. But, child, they getting down through there. He's putting her through the mattress. Also, Huffington, I forgot, since I haven't read Luca in like 6 or 5 months, she's very like long-winded. Like, everything has to be a super detailed explanation. Like, for example, just now we were in Keanu's head, which this is also Brother's best friend, and Lyric is just like, I got my family into something else because like something happened. If you read Luca, the first book, you know, Ever, her best friend, we learned a lot about Lyric's story. But basically, she was dating this guy. This guy was putting his hands on her, and her brother found out, and he ended up going to prison for 8 years for what he did. So, and that was Luca. So now Lyric's like, oh, I felt so guilty. Like, I never want to date. Like, she hadn't dated in like 10 years. And she's finally trying to give this guy a chance. And then Keanu comes back around. Like, they've been like damping down their feelings for each other for a long time. Yeah, but we're getting his point of view, then hers, and back and forth, blah, blah. I don't know. It's good, but like, oh, the examples. So like, he was in his house and he was like, oh, I woke up, my nose was stuffed, so I had to, like, in my house, when it's summertime, they like, it's gonna be hot. If the, like, basically his house reflects whatever the weather is. So he's like, whenever it's hot outside, the AC gotta be involved. Whenever it's cold outside, the heat gotta be involved. And it's like, and then she was putting on like the first page, she was putting on, I had to skim so much of this book, and that's probably why I'm getting through it, because like some of this shit I'm not reading. I'm gonna be so honest with you, and if you don't feel like I really read it, you. But she has said like she was putting something on, like her perfume, and she was like the molecules had to bend. This is not verbatim, this part, but she was like the molecules had to embed to like mix with my fragrance, and it's just like, she's like, I have to put on perfume in the mirror, I can't do it blind. We don't give a unless you're gonna tell us exact perfume that she's putting on, or like, I don't know, but it doesn't have to be a whole page and a half. Love you, Gray, but some things need to be cut the out. And really, the books probably would be like 300 pages if she didn't do all that, honestly. But yeah, I'm on page, let me see, I'm on page 152, 33% in chapter 5. So I'm liking it. Again, I'm skimming through a lot of the stuff because no way. Just wanted to pop in. Excuse my fan. I've been having it on a lot in videos recently. Like, it's summertime. It's 8 o'clock at night. I read a little bit of lyric later on in the day. Y'all, yesterday, I went to a graduation for one of my best friend's little sisters. She's like a little sister to me. Went to her graduation, then right after, went home, packed a little bag, went to my cousin's graduation party. Spent the night there because I was toe up. Okay, it was a movie. I was completely and utterly up. Haven't been like that in a while. I missed it. Okay, I wasn't even outside, but that was amazing. Like, I'm on PTO right now because I'm going on vacation in a couple of days. It's for her graduation trip, actually. We're going to Punta Cana. Yeah. By the time this is posted, I'll be back from that. But it's been really hard for me to focus on anything. Like, I need to do laundry, I need to pack, like, a lot. But I didn't read yesterday. I don't know if I told y'all, but yesterday I read like 59 pages. And honestly, sometimes whenever I'm drunk, I really want to read, but it's so hard to focus. Like, let me know if y'all have ever tried to like read under the influence. Like, even when I used to smoke, I would try it and it'd be like, I was just like, it's like, girl, give it up. Give it up. But anyway, today I've read 95 pages so far. So tomorrow's the last day for the 200 page thing. So if I can read a little bit more, I'm also trying to edit a video and I'm also watching YouTube. Shout out to Capri. That's Capri. Y'all, lyric is good. I don't know how this one is moving a lot faster than just another epic love poem. Like, honestly, I don't even feel like finishing that. But it was a part of my readathon thing and I already got like 40% in. I don't know. I know y'all would tell me to DNF and I'm not really like, I put so much time into it. I feel like I deserve something on the end. Like, I deserve to be like, check. And then the other book that I want to read, the last book, like, there's only 2 other books I needed to read for the Asian readathon. The other book, I'm on hold for it for 2 weeks. And this is literally May 19th that I'm filming this. That's not gonna happen. So I have to, like, try to find another book to replace it or just not finish the readathon. But this is my first readathon, so I was trying to go out with a bayang. You know what I mean? A real bayang. It's whatever. Like, it's not, but it is. Now I'm rambling. This is why I don't like editing, because I talk so goddamn much. Why have I been talking for 4 minutes? I was supposed to come in here and be like, oh, I read 95 pages today. And I do love that because I did give myself a buffer because, yeah, tomorrow I need to do some stuff. I need to, yeah. Anyways, back to the lollygag, and it's 8 o'clock at night. I've never uploaded a video this late. Don't know if I will. Also, there's people that watch me in different time zones, so does it really matter what time I upload anything? Like, everything is an illusion. Nothing is real. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow for the last day. And I'm hoping I'll finish lyric tomorrow so I can get on to lakes. This is good so far. I'm not as annoyed as everyone was trying to make me feel like I was gonna be. I think it's because, like, the books that I've been reading recently, there's been so many things where people are just like, we can't be together, we can't be together. So like, I've just gotten so used to it, like, I'm not really that annoyed, for real. Like, her reasonings are valid to her, but to everyone outside, it's like, come on, girl, give it up. Give it the up. They just went to a little vacation. So cute. But she's still keeping him a secret. Sorry, that was a spoiler. I'm 40% in. What do you want from me? I love Keanu. Honestly though, if you don't like possessive and like dominating men, you're not gonna like this, which in real life I don't, but reading it is just like, it's a fantasy. It's not, you know, it's just for fun. It's just for fun, right? I love that. Like, the alpha male thing, I hate in real life. Hate down. But in books, I'm just like, I don't know what the correlation between that is. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, y'all, thanks for listening. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow for the last day. Hey, y'all, I just wanted to come and check in. It is a minute away from midnight, so this is the end of day 4. I'm still reading Lyric by Gray Huffington, and I got to 83%. I'm on chapter 16. Yeah, page 396. So I have less than 100 pages until I'm done with the book. And I feel like I should just stay up and read for the last hour of the book and finish it, because why not? So I'm going to continue that for day 5. If I could get like 100 pages done tonight, that'd be lit. Yeah, I definitely feel like when I read Luca, I was really interested in it. It read really fast for me and I didn't really get into my head about the details, but like right now I'm just like, this could have been like 200, maybe even 300 pages shorter. There's just so much detail. It's one of my pet peeves, honestly, so I feel like it's gonna hurt the rating just a little bit. That's it. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll probably have the book done and we'll do a rating, and then I'll read something else to finish out. Maybe I need to just finish just another epic love poem, but I don't know. Good night. Hey y'all, it is 10 o'clock on the last day. I read the last 50 pages of Lyric like early in the morning, and then I started Lake by Gray Huffington, which is the 3rd book in the Eisenberg Effect series. I got to page 50 and I'm gonna keep reading, but I'm probably gonna be done checking in with y'all, and then like I'll do like a last minute thing at the end. I'm enjoying Lake so far. It's a little different speed than Luca and Lyric. I don't know if I like it so far. But I heard to tell you I gave Lyric 4 stars. Yeah, y'all. Hey y'all, honestly, I haven't talked to y'all in a week and I'm just here to conclude the video. I'm back home, as y'all can see. I'm just gonna let y'all know like what I did every day, and then if I have any extra thoughts, I'll tell y'all if I can think of them, because honestly, it's been a while since I read these books now. Day 1, that started on May 16th. Today is May 26th, by the way. I read Witchlings by Claribel Ortega. The Golden Frog Games was the second book in that series. It was 373 pages. I finished that whole book that day 1. And then I read Just Another Epic Love Poem, 24 pages of that by Parisa Akbari. That made that day 397 pages. The next day, day 2, I read 114 pages of Just Another Epic Love Poem, and then I started Lyric by Huffington, and I read 129 pages of that. So that meant that day I read 243. Day 3, I read 59 pages of Lyric. Then day 4, I read 208 pages of Lyric. And then day 5, I read 80 pages of Lyric, which I finished Lyric. And then I read 62 pages of Laike, which was 142 pages total for day 5. So in total, I read 1,049 pages. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all for being here. I'll see y'all in the next video.